afternoon, everyone. So today I'll be talking about the power of becoming and the myth of readiness. So to start off, raise your hand up if you've ever held on a dream or idea, waiting for that perfect moment to occur when everything just feels alright. We've all been there. We often tell ourselves, I'll just start when I'm ready, waiting for that day when we magically wake up free of doubt and with all the confidence in the world. But here's the truth. Readiness is a myth. The idea of being perfectly ready for a new business idea, a new project, or just chasing a dream is often just an illusion that keeps us stuck. Now, think about if every person had the same mindset, that they needed to be fully prepared. And imagine how many brilliant ideas would never come out of this. The myth of readiness often whispers to us that we need more time, more preparation, more clarity. But I'm here to bust that myth. Neither of these things are true if we just start. Because confidence is built through action. Confidence does not just wait around for you. You need to start your thing, and that's how you build confidence. You cannot wait to feel the feeling of assurance. You have to do the thing despite the fear. Think about all the success stories you've ever heard of, all the people you admire. It all started with that one person willing to take that first step even though they weren't fully prepared. Yes, I understand. Starting something new can be scary. Starting a new project, chasing a lifelong dream can be scary because these are all very new topics introduced to us. But the only way we can gain experiences is by starting it, no matter the cost. So, I'm here to tell you a story. A couple years ago, I had an idea to start a youth mental health club in my community. I was truly passionate about this topic. I wanted to be able to discuss such a complex topic and be able to fathom the topic of mental health at a young age and talk about topics such as anxiety, cluelessness, doubts, and fears. And I had an idea, and I went to the drawing board all alone in my room, and I started to prepare. I started to think of ideas. I started to make up Google slideshows. I started to just think about ideas. But then I realized that I wasn't truly fully prepared. And I realized I had no credentials. I didn't know what to do even. And I realized I was just an ordinary, regular, everyday kid. I wasn't a seasoned speaker, nor a therapist by chance. So why should I be able to do this? So then I thought to myself, maybe I should just wait longer. Maybe I should just wait till I'm prepared. Maybe I should just wait till I'm older. But then another part of me talked to me, and it told me, just start now. Just begin. So after that, I printed out some flyers. I started giving them out at my local middle school. I started telling my friends word of mouth and trying to scale this opportunity, scale this club as much as powerful. Frankly, I spent hours marketing, hours telling people about this, and week by week, I started telling more and more people, trying to get the word out, and I just wanted to remind people that this club is there on this certain date, and I wanted people to come. And by the end of it, I was sure at least a dozen people would show up, minimum. So then the date occurred. I was excited. I woke up extra early that day. I grabbed a couple of mismatched chairs and I circled them in a dim lit room in my house. And I was ready. I was like, I can't wait till all these people show up. I can't wait till all these people appear. And I was excited. I was nervous at this moment, but I was ready. I was excited to see how many people were there to hear me lead, hear me speak. But then it hit me. By the end of the meeting, only 3 people by total had shown up. I thought to myself, maybe there's gonna be more people showing up later, maybe people are just late, maybe people are just running late. But then at the end of the meeting, it still stayed the same number. Only 3 people. At that moment when I realized, I kept on waiting and waiting, and I realized only 3 people were gonna show up early today. And I was disheartened. And I didn't know what to do or say. I froze in that moment. I was shook and I was nervous. I had no idea where to begin. I lost my complete chain of thought because I was so focused on the idea that only 3 people are showing up despite how many hours I put into this. But I saw those 3 kids look at me. They looked at me with hunger to learn, hunger to talk about mental health, hunger to tackle such complex topics. So then I took a deep breath and I began. And after those moments, everything changed. I saw those 3 individual kids that first showed up to my meeting all go on a personal journey. We built all this together. Slowly and slowly, week by week, Our presentation started to become better. Our way of talking started to become better. It became more formal. We had more people. Slowly, week by week, we had more people. Sure, sometimes it would be just the same 4 of us as a group. But some week, we would add 2 new faces, 3 new faces. They helped me market, they helped me spread this. And we truly created somewhat a safe bubble of trust, where each individual could trust each other with anything they have going on in their life, any doubt, any struggle. We created a bubble where we can talk and share about our plans and share about our future. And I learned this important life lesson. Starting small does not mean failure. Small things lead to big things. You cannot always expect to start at the top. You're not born with some type of special confidence, special power. We all have to start small, and we all have to work our way up. And I realized this when I first thought to myself, that first meeting, when I was saddened and I was disheartened when I saw only 3 people appear. But without starting small, it would have never progressed to where it ended at that time of day. It would have never increased by people each week when we improved on our ideas, we improved on our plans. It would have never started if we never started small and believed in it. And I learned an important life lesson too. I learned how to be more empathetic. I learned how to lead. I learned how to start conversation, become more confident. But most importantly, I understood the idea that you don't need to be fully ready before you start. I wasn't even close to being ready when I started. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was talking about. I wasn't a professional, as I said. I had no credentials. But I realized if I never started, I wouldn't have been as far as I was today. And this wouldn't change anything, because we have to go to struggle to build experiences and to build change. Now, starting something new can often be like a plane, trying to fly a plane when you're trying to build it at the same time. I know that sounds confusing, but what I mean is when you're trying to fly, when you're trying to soar your idea, when you're trying to make your idea happen, you have to build it along the way. You cannot just wait for the moment to keep on building and building, because then you could just end up waiting forever. And I didn't have to fly by myself. Those 3 kids helped me along with my journey. They helped me along fixing presentations, fixing slideshows, learning how to communicate better, opening up. And we learned about such complex topics. And those 3 kids all went on personal journeys as well. One shy girl who never spoke, she led a topic about anxiety. And one guy who never said a word started helping me market this and get more and more people to come. Yes, you'll encounter turbulence along the way. Yes, you will have rocky roads you need to surpass. You will have mountains you need to climb. But at the end progress, the turbulence will always stabilize. As you work on your goals, as you work on your project, as you work on just achieving, just putting your mind to the thing, to your idea, you will achieve and you will make it great. And life doesn't reward those who aren't willing to fly. Life doesn't reward those who maintain staying on ground level. They don't want to succeed. They don't want to start it because they keep on waiting and waiting. Life rewards those who are willing to fly. Despite the risk, despite the doubts, they're still ready to fly. And that's my message. Start now. So we've talked a lot today. We talked about myths, we talked about fears, we talked about triumphs. But most importantly, it's about what you guys do today. The message is, you can have all the motivation in the world, but it means nothing if that stops just now. All the inspiration, but inspiration is only momentarily. So I urge all of you, start now. Whatever idea you have, whatever project you're willing to pursue, whatever lifelong dream you have, start now. Because 5 years from now could be you 5 years deep into your project, 5 years deep into your idea. And if you just wait for the perfect moment to occur, let me tell you the truth. There is never a perfect moment when all lights are green, because then you'll just be ending up waiting forever. So I urge all of you, start now, do it anyway. You have to become